In youth basketball, our priorities should be really clear. Teach players how to play the game and to have a ton of fun. But being in youth sports, I often see the opposite. Coaches chasing wins far too young. We as coaches have created a culture of overcoaching. We're constantly telling players exactly what to do on every catch instead of them being allowed to problem solve. Basketball is a game of decision making. And if we remove the decisions, even at the youngest age, we remove the learning. Here's a good example of what I mean. If I put a group of fourth graders in a 5-on-5 scrimmage, the spacing is probably going to be terrible. Players are going to bunch up like crazy. They're going to turn it over. They're going to airball it. It's going to be sheer chaos. But if I step in and I put them in a set play and I script it, suddenly spacing looks cleaner, and honestly, we're probably going to score more points. That feels like progress. And I'm sure you're probably saying, that all sounds really, really good. But here's the question, is that really better for their development? My opinion, absolutely not. I feel like I can speak on this because I fell into this as well. Teaching players how to function in a conceptual offense takes a ton of time. It means you have to live with a lot of mistakes, a lot of turnovers, a lot of awkward spacing. But in that chaos is where the learning happens. Players are going to discover how to cut at the right moment, how to use spacing to create an advantage, how to actually read the game instead of waiting for the coach's voice to direct them and tell them exactly what to do. We don't want players who can just execute. We want players who can explore, adapt, and create solutions in real time. And that doesn't come from a playbook. That comes from reps inside of a messy, decision-rich environment, exactly what our practices should look like. Installing a set play at the youth level is easy. It's a shortcut that wins you games today, but it's an illusion of learning because when those players get older, when defenses mature, the gimmicks of basketball don't work anymore. Chris Oliver, a basketball immersion, a guy I've spent a lot of time studying, says it perfectly. Retention and transfer don't come from being told what to do. They come from making your own decisions in practice. And the earlier we can give kids the freedom, the more adaptable, resilient, and creative they will be as players. So yes, putting players in a conceptual offense takes patience. It takes trust and a ton of time. It's not always going to look pretty, especially at the youth level. But our job as coaches isn't to rack up youth basketball wins. Our job is to prepare players for the long game, to help them fall in love with the game of basketball, and to give them the skills to thrive when the game gets harder. So coaches, if we want to build players who can truly play, not just win games at the youth level, then we have to let go of the shortcuts. We have to let go of our ego, embrace the chaos, and trust that the development of our players is the real long-term goal.